super well integrated. That's very impressive.
How did Bitcoin come into your life, and how Bitcoin Ekasi started?
Yeah, I think, well, it's a slightly different answer. I mean, I've been in Bitcoin for a long time before the project started, but I kept the two separate until I heard the Bitcoin Beach story. And so I was in Bitcoin probably beginning 2013, and then really in 2015 we started using it for business payments internationally. It just solved a real big problem in our business, which is separate from the project. And so I've just been really interested, obsessed with it, but never involved it in the project until I heard the Bitcoin Beach story, and I was like, it just clicked. The two came together, and I thought, well, I have this project. Luthando works for the project. We have these kids. We've got the surfing kids. Let's combine Bitcoin into that project because it had such a positive effect in Alzonte with the Bitcoin Beach project. And that's when I, went to Luthando for the first time and said, look, what do you know about Bitcoin?
First time I hear about Bitcoin, me and my colleague there's another guy did ask us to do a meeting with. Luckily, we have every Tuesday we have a meeting with Hermann. So the guy did come. Hermann was there also. So the guy, he was trying to scam us. He come with us with something like scam. So after the guy leave, Hermann did tell us that no, don't fall for this scam. This one is a scammer. So I will give you something like that you can read. He just give us some article to read. So we were starting reading about Bitcoin. So I was just reading it, and then we also were having a donation 10,000 rand. And then Hermann did say to me and my colleague, you guys, I'm gonna write with this 10,000, maybe I'm gonna give you 5,000 if you do the work right. So we do keep doing it. But after the COVID, Hermann did tell me about Bitcoin. He asked me about the Ekasi name, what the Ekasi means. I was so lost, why this guy have to ask me about the Ekasi? You see, and then we're struggling to find some donation in fiat. So how I get into Bitcoin.
How does Bitcoin help Bitcoin Ekasi?
Oh, okay, the time I was paying in fiat, I didn't care about saving my money. But now the time I'm getting my salary in Bitcoin is how I was thinking about savings. Because I was thinking if I can save in fiat, the bank is gonna keep charging me, and then it's gonna take out my money. So in Bitcoin, I can keep my Bitcoin for the future.
What do you think have been the biggest challenges in pushing Bitcoin adoption for Bitcoin Ekasi?
Education is the biggest problem in the township, because we don't get access to learn about computers. I did struggle about that, and also the teachers also, they don't care about us as long they get their salaries. The safer kids it just changed my life a lot. I know the things I never teach by the school. Hermann did teach me how to write emails, how to speak with the people outside the world, say thanks when I get it, when we receive a donation. I'm the one is busy operating the financial spreadsheet of the safer kids, and every time I'm sending newsletters every month, end of the month. The safer kids, working for the safer kids did change my life a lot.
The standard way to be a Bitcoiner could be hard in some areas. How do you manage that?
Yeah, I mean, I often struggle with that because it sometimes feels like I'm talking to people who live in a tech bubble. Even Bitcoiners. I kind of feel like I've got 2 feet in both sort of worlds, where in the one world I'm in this township where, illiteracy is all over the place. There are adults that we work with that don't know how to read and write and count. And in the other world, there's this Bitcoin world. And even I struggle in that world because I'm not super technical. And I'm trying to tell people, look, guys, anyone should be able to use Bitcoin. It's not necessarily for everyone, but it should be for anyone. Anyone should be able to come in and use this money. And if we're going to do that, you're going to have to make this shit way easier to understand and use. So yeah, but it's a one step at a time long road. You know, you never. I would never say you want to sacrifice that goal of being able to run your own node and taking full self-custody. But in many cases, including ours, it's a goal that we might never get there, and that's fine as long as we keep taking small steps in that direction. It's the direction that counts more than the actual destination, I think.
Like in the township, like we are struggling to load shedding. Like every time, like me also, I'm running a node at my house, but my node like is always like coming off. I have to go and then make it on. Like I do have a backup battery, so like it's very technical. Like I wish to run even a miner, but it's not gonna work in the township. But Hermann did have a plan that he is going to run those miners at the Safer Kids Center.
Just to clarify, load shedding is what we call power cuts. So when we say load shedding, it means that they basically the national electricity provider just switches off the power because they can't handle the demand for electricity in the country.
That's interesting.
It happens every day.
How's data there?
I'm using a mobile router. So every month I buy like 850 Rand data, unlimited. So it's how like I can keep like moving, because like I'm do lot of the stuff in the laptop when I'm at my house, and also like at the Safer Kids Ekasi Center with a mobile router. It's how we operate in the township.
Yeah, that's about 40 euros a month for uncapped data.
Oh wow!
But it's a slow connection. It's not a fast. It's a pretty slow connection. But it's uncapped, so there's no limit on the amount of data.
But it is pretty expensive.
It's pretty expensive compared to other parts of the world. Yeah.
You also help children there. Could you please tell us about this experience?
Well, I mean, you told me something interesting yesterday about the shop owner, so you should probably, yeah.
Or about the violence.
Yeah.
Or in the township, there's a lot of like violence. Like most of the shops, they are getting robbed. Like Thursday night, like I get a call from my colleague in South Africa. He say like one of the shop owners got shot 2 times in the head, and also like they take all the money inside the shop, even the money he was left inside the car. So like many people in the township, they are not working, so they are doing wrong things. Like luckily, like I'm so happy to meet Hermann like in my life, and then like I'm not involved with those things. I'm not involved doing the wrong things in the township.
I mean, one of the previous shop owners that Luthando onboarded, actually, we've been trying Peter. We've been trying to get him on board for a while, and he wasn't interested. And then he came back to us because of one of these instances of violence where it's like, well, you know, it's pretty cheap to create a robust security system with Bitcoin. You could do that with traditional banking, but it comes at a very high cost financially and in regulation terms. You know, you got to do all these reporting and submission of documents and blah, blah, blah. So it's got a very practical impact in terms of security.
How do you protect yourselves from gang members?
Yeah, like many people in the township, they don't like what we are doing, because like they are thinking like we come to scam with them. Like, but like if you are not working like at night, you will never get to drop in the township.
Yeah, I mean, I go up there often. I work there, but it's a thing of like, do what you have to do during the day, and when the sun goes down, you know, the vampires come out. So.
And also, like, when we have some visitors in the township, I have to make sure that they are safe. Because, like, there's many people, they are going to South Africa just to see our project and what we are doing at Ekasi. So I have to make sure that they are safe. I have to be there for them. I have not even go to my house. I say, okay, I'm going to fetch something. I leave them in the street of that township because I know how dangerous he is.
And we have some big bouncers. so there's one of the lifeguards. I mean, we employ lifeguards as well, who work at the beach to keep the kids when they learn surfing. There's always a lifeguard on the beach to make sure that, I mean, if one of them gets in trouble, they run in and go and pull them out of the water, because, I mean, the ocean's quite dangerous. And this one lifeguard in particular looks like a Greek statue. I mean, he's built, you know, he's got this guy's fit as, yeah. And, you know, every now and then when Luthando asks he asks to take the lifeguard with, because he's got to leave his duty on the beach to go to the township. But that's kind of like, if you're walking through the township with this guy, you're probably fine.
What can we all do for you?
I mean, I think from my perspective, I think just, you know, you're just sharing tweets and sharing the video that came out recently with friends and family. And, you know, it's, for me personally, it's not even so much about promoting our project, but promoting the understandings that can come from it. The way Bitcoin is being implemented in other parts of the world, the way that one has to sort of encourage the transactional side of Bitcoin and not just hodl, hodl, hodl. You know, we're going to do both at the same time. It's not an either or. Yeah, just follow the project on Twitter, and if you can, come and visit. I mean, Luthando loves taking visitors up there, and it's hugely educational, and
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can say like I'm really like to be here. This is my really like good opportunity, because my first time I'm from the township to Switzerland, so like it's very like way changing, and then like many people like they're gonna get inspired when I'm getting back to South Africa. Even like my colleagues, they're gonna get inspired because they see like things that are happening. So I think like they're gonna start working harder and doing their passports as well.
If there is one question you could ask Satoshi, what would it be?
Where? Where was he doing it from?
I don't know, where is Satoshi?
Where is he now?
Where?
Where? Like what I like in Lugano is a beautiful country, and then I'm so glad that my first, like when I come outside South Africa, this is a good opportunity to me. But like the things, they are very expensive.
What do you like the most about Lugano so far?
Well, I mean, it's fantastic to see that the transactional side of Bitcoin is being encouraged in a place like this, because normally, you know, wealthy places, you go there, Bitcoin is seen as an asset to hold. So that's great to see, and I'm very impressed by how many shops there are here. And the thing that impressed me most is when I was talking to the shops who don't yet accept it, how open they were to eventually or very soon start accepting it. It was not like, ha, no, whatever. You know, it's like, oh, no, we'll probably do it soon.
Did you have the opportunity to buy something with Bitcoin in Lugano?
Yeah.
Me, I didn't pay anything with Bitcoin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hermann did.
Well, I'm doing the expenses, so yeah.
What other cities can learn from the Lugano Plan B experience?
Okay, like what I learned here, like I did see a lot of the shops, like they are accepting Bitcoin. And also like I would like to take that experience to South Africa to onboard more shops.
Yeah, it was a very smooth experience paying with Bitcoin. It was all integrated in the regular payment system. There was no two separate systems. Whether I pay card or Bitcoin, it's the same process, same terminal. The waiter had never, at the restaurant I was at where I paid with Bitcoin, the waiter had never processed the Bitcoin payment. It was his first one, but he, you know, figured it out immediately. So it's super well integrated. That's very impressive.